For the Saint of Service Award, we honor Dr. Edward Bursoff, the Chair of Marymount's Board of Trustees. Ed hired me in 2018 to be Marymount's 7th president, and while he has been my boss, he's also been a mentor, and I give him credit for all the great successes that we've accomplished here at Marymount. He's been available 24/7 whenever I needed him, and has offered great advice that has resulted in transformational change for the university. I am so honored to have the opportunity to work with him, and I can't think of a better honoree for this award. His term as chair concludes this June, but I hope he'll continue to play a role at Marymount in the future. Thank you, Ed, for everything.
So there's two sides of Ed. The personal side of him is, first of all, he's very approachable. He loves to travel with his wife. He's very into his cat. He really enjoys meeting people. On the professional side, he is a king of time management. He is chairman of 3 companies. He's on many nonprofit boards. He's trustee in some companies, and yet he finds time and takes action on anything I've ever asked him to do. He has given me several points of advice over the 35 years I've known him. The first one is always take the meeting, meaning if someone calls you, take the meeting, find out what they need, what you can provide for them, because you never know where that will lead. The second thing is always take action. If you're asked to do something and you commit, take the action quickly. Third is make sure that you're present. When you're in a discussion, make sure that you listen actively before you respond. And lastly, if you are in trouble, give him a call and he'll help you out. And so that advice has helped me out throughout my career, and I would not be where I am today if it had not been for Ed helping me all these years. He's a very genuine individual, and when he approaches you and asks to work with you on something, you know you'll get the best of him at all times, and that's really rare in individuals. And I covet that time when I can get advice and guidance from him, because I know I'm getting the best of him and he's not going to be distracted, and he does have my best interest in mind. And he does that. I've watched him and witnessed over 30 years of him helping many people just like me. I'm not the only company that's been growing because of his guidance, and I've watched nonprofits really kind of call him and want him to participate on boards and to help them because they know he has a really positive impact in our community.
Well, being recognized with the Saint of Service Award is certainly a great honor, and being recognized by anyone in your community is always something to really be thankful for. Doing service for your community is not something that you start out with as an ambition. It's kind of in your DNA. Winning an award is something that nobody really contemplates when they set out doing services. So service to me is the cake, and being recognized is the frosting on the cake. And I got to tell you, the frosting is sweet. My experience as the board member at Marymount has been extraordinarily rewarding. I've seen great change happen in the 10 years I've been on the Board of Trustees and the last 5 that I've served as chair. There's been a great transition on the Ballston campus. Main campus itself has seen a lot of improvement and change. The academic change, the elevation of our academic and athletic programs has been extraordinary and has given us recognition as a national university. And I've got to say that the bringing together of new leadership in the university has been something I'm most proud of. Irma Becerra has been an extraordinarily successful leader, and she has brought to us a leadership team that has created a high level of achievement at the university. Some people have been curious as to why someone who is not a Catholic has been drawn to the Marymount programs. You don't have to be Catholic to recognize the extraordinary significance of the Sisters of the Religion of the Sacred Heart of Mary. Their mission, their underlying mission, as they've brought it to Marymount, is compelling. To me, that spirit of service has been something that I've been wanting to be a part of. That underlying service is really what has drawn me to Marymount. And the other thing is seeing students mature through their experience at Marymount has been very rewarding as well. Service to me is what life is all about. There's an old saying that no one on one's deathbed has ever said, "I wish I spent more time at the office." Service is a calling, and if we're not here to serve each other, I don't know what life is all about. No one ever succeeds in life, I don't think, in a smooth fashion. People always encounter adversity. The trick is to, when encountering adversity, to pick yourself up and get going again and to overcome that adversity. That's what makes a difference, and that's, to me, how you can excel and succeed.